Coach, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Danny?
I'm doing pretty good. 1-0 start to the year, 32-14 victory over your guys' rival in Oakdale. First time in 20 years win on the road against Oakdale. Just walk me through that win. What did you like? What did you not like?
Yeah, I really liked our effort and how hard we played and how physical we were. But again, I'll never reward the kids for playing hard and playing physical because that's what they're supposed to do. But the determination and grit that they showed after they scored first, we continued to play even harder. And from then on out, I felt like when we went up 10-7, they were starting to fold. And our physicalness on defense and on offense was really starting to take over.
So I want to talk about that defense. It seemed like on nearly every play, you guys had at least 5 hats to the football, and you guys were making great open field tackles. Just tell me about your defense. Was it really important to you to set the tone early for that? And just, talk about the defense.
Yeah, no, we've actually practiced defense more than we do offense because I really feel like if we can hold somebody to 14 points, we'll find a way to score 15 and, get that victory. I was really proud with our scheme and the way the kids executed it, and they executed it perfectly, to be honest with you. And, they ran for a fake punt that first 4th down, and Wes Burford is our punter, and he's all everything for Oakdale, led the section of rushing for the past 2 years. And we had 9 hats on the ball there. And only the 2 guys that weren't on the ball were the punt returners. So, we did very well.
Talking about your offense, you guys passed the ball a lot more than what we've typically seen for a Sonora offense. Is that something that you guys are looking to add to the game this year as opposed to the more traditional triple option?
Well, yeah. When we have the weapons and the people that can throw the ball and catch, we're going to utilize it because we get a lot of one-on-ones. People on islands because they load the box with 8-9 guys and they're one-on-one, and we have actually 4 really good wideouts, and we have good quarterbacks, and so it gives us opportunities to take advantage of that.
So going back to that more traditional style of triple option that you guys run, typically takes a little bit into the year before you guys feel comfortable with it. About what point in the season is that, and what are you guys looking to improve on from last week that is going to transition into the future?
Yeah, we need to improve our perimeter blocking a little bit and our slot blocking. We can't put the ball on the ground. We fumbled twice. And as soon as we get the ball pitched more, we're gonna score a lot of points.
So Stephen Morfoot, one player of the game for that. Can you just talk about his game and what he did to earn that?
Yeah, he's a great player for us on both sides of the ball. Caught the ball, we targeted him several times, came down with it, caught a tip pass, went up and caught a pass over a guy. But what goes unnoticed is how physical he is on defense. He came up one time on our sideline and he hammered Wes Burford, knocked him back. And, Steve's 170 pounds and Burford's 225. And it was really, really impressive. And it just elevated. That was when the tide started to turn in the third quarter when we went up 17-7. And then he came up with that big hit, and then we scored again. And it was over at that point in time. It really was. I was nervous, of course, but I felt like we were in control.
Moving on to this upcoming week, taking on Livingston, who is 0-1, coming off a loss to LeGrand. What can you tell me about the game plan this week and what goes into getting prepared for Livingston?
Yeah, it's the same. They run the ball quite a bit. They're a split-back veer team, and so it's got to stay disciplined on defense. And because we don't want anybody running an option at us and doing it better than we do. So we're focusing on defense and obviously shoring up everything on offense because they run a different scheme defensively, so it alters just a few things. But we're picking it up pretty quick. So I'm looking forward to it.
And final question for you, Coach. Coming off a win against Oakdale, going into a 1-loss team, 0-1 on the year, how do you keep the guys motivated coming off one of your biggest rivals that you're going to face all year to a team that, you're only going to see once every 20 years in the area?
Yeah, so, we really try and focus on just each day. You try and just get better each day. And if we can get better today and tomorrow, and obviously tomorrow's Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then everything will take care of itself on Friday.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Walkthrough. Danny Scott here with our Chicken Ranch Casino player of the game, Stephen Morfoot. Steve, how you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here. First of all, congratulations, player of the game. Big
Thank you.
honor.
Thank you.
So
Yes, sir.
before we get into the questions about last week's game and the upcoming game, I want to ask you a couple rapid-fire questions. So obviously, name,
Stephen Morfoot,
what grade are you in?
12,
How tall are you?
6 foot,
Weight?
170.
What's your favorite color?
Baby blue.
What's your favorite food?
Probably pizza.
Favorite football team?
49ers.
Favorite football player?
Christian McCaffrey.
All right, and final question. What does it mean to be a Wildcat football player?
It's an honor. Takes a lot of grit, a lot of hard work, a lot of pushing from the coaches, and a lot of relying on your teammates to push you and help you out when you need it.
So last week, both offensively and defensively, you were great. Let's start on the offensive side. 5 catches for 96 yards, a touchdown. Kind of a bogus one that got called back, a little phantom hold on you guys. But what were you feeling out there on the offensive side of the football?
It was really nice to help out the team on offense, because last year I didn't really have an offensive role, and it felt good to kind of step up for the team in a good way. So yeah.
And then on the defensive side, 9 tackles, a couple of touchdown-saving tackles, open field tackles. What were you looking for defensively?
I don't know. Kind of same thing as last year. I've always loved tackling, so kind of getting my head in there. And I really feel like I could see the field well when I'm back there. So I don't know.
All right, and then last question for you, moving on to this week. How you guys feeling about Livingston? What's the kind of vibe of the team going into this week?
We definitely got to keep our motivation up from that big win against Oakdale. Can't let our heads get too high. Yeah, they're 0-1, but they're still a good program, well-coached program. So got to go into this not too confident, but still with some confidence.
Gotcha. Well, Steve, thank you so much, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This was the Wildcat Walkthrough. Tune in next week.